Hello everyone, this is Miss Nook with Barber College. Today we're going to be talking about chapter 11, and that would be in the gray or the platinum textbook, and it's talking about the treatment of the hair and scalp, chapter 11. You have a few learning objectives. You got about 8 of them. So you want to make sure that you know your learning objectives once you have completed the chapter in its entirety. Let's jump right in talking about treatment of the hair and scalp. So barbers should study and have a thorough understanding of treatment of the hair and scalp because we're going to analyze the client's hair and scalp. It helps to identify conditions that may prohibit the services. So if you find that they have tinea, of course you can't move forward with that service due to you doing the scalp analysis and discovering it, but you could still maybe do a facial service on them or a shave service on them, something else. Treatment of the hair and scalp. So barbers should study and have a thorough understanding, also because professionally, as far as is delivered, the scalp massage during the shampoo and treatment provides hygienic circulation and relaxation benefits to the client. And we want our clients to feel relaxed when they come in. They have the stress of the world on their shoulders when they come in. So that helps them, and it gives them something to look forward to upon coming in for the service. The last thing will be special services such as electrotherapy and light therapy treatments require advanced knowledge and skills to perform correctly and safely. You got to know how far to keep the lamps from the client's skin. And this chapter will allow you to feel more knowledgeable in that area, okay? So shampooing the hair before cutting ensures that you are working with clean hair that's free from oil products that can interfere with the cutting. A lot of times when clients come in, their hair is not shampooed, and if you go in and you just start cutting that hair, it could clog your clippers. The fade won't be as well as the fade that you did on clean hair, and it could be time consuming to be keeping up with removing all that debris from the clippers and then in return cutting the hair. So just be mindful to make sure that you offer, and I'll even say make sure that you train your clients to know that if they have not shampooed their hair, that once they get into the barber shop, that you will definitely be requesting that they get a shampoo service before the haircut. You got a couple of shampoos and then a couple of conditioners. You want to always match the products to the different hair types. Like me, with my hair type, I can't use a shampoo that has like a lot of oil in it, or a big thing is this Moroccan oil thing with the shampoo. It does not work well with my hair. Another thing that I cannot personally use on my hair when I'm shampooing is the shampoos that have the medicinal agents in them, like the peppermints and menthol and things like that. My scalp cannot take it. It'll just be on fire until I shampoo it again. So you have to, first you're gonna analyze the hair yourself. But there's no better way than to just ask the client, what is their hair type? What type of shampoo do they use at home when they do shampoo? Those things will help you to come to an agreement with what is best for that particular client. And just because you use that shampoo for 50% of the clients that come in, that does not mean that that is a great shampoo choice for everyone as a whole. So have different types of shampoos available, different types of conditioners available. Some clients like leave-in, some people like instant conditioners, some people like deep conditioning treatments. So be clear and precise in what you and the client are trying to achieve to make sure that it matches you all on the same page. You definitely want to know your draping procedures. You have figure 11.2 on page 278. Which is going to be draped for shampoo, and then you have a haircut draping on page 278 as well. So you definitely want to change your draping out for each service. And even if you just change the draping out, and let's just say that you soiled the back, the neck part, you still want to change it out and give them a whole nother fresh towel, because you don't want to sit with a wet towel on you, and we treat clients as we would want to be treated ourselves. All right. Okay, so in describing the shampoo and rinsing, you have two different methods. You have a incline and then you have a recline method. So the incline method is going to be face forward. The recline method is going to be reclining back. Okay, so just know that you have two methods for shampooing and rinsing. And then also you have to know, when you are shampooing a client that is a special needs client, please make sure that you are making them as comfortable as possible. So if a client is disabled or wheelchair bound, you're going to ask the client how they would like to be shampooed, because some wheelchairs are very gadgety where they can raise up, they can lay back. They do as much as a barber chair, a lot of wheelchairs do, but the older style wheelchairs, they don't. So just make sure that you ask the client what is their preferred method for being shampooed or rinsed out. Let's see. So you're going to make sure that you look over figure 11.5, 11.6, and 11.7, because that's going to be actually analyzing the hair and the scalp with your analysis, okay? When you are shampooing, always test the temperature on your wrist, just as you would test the temperature on a bottle. And if it is too warm for your wrist, or if it's too cool for your wrist, then that means that it's the same on the scalp. You cannot check the temperature just on your hand or just by your fingers. It has to be performed on the wrist, the same as with a hot towel or a steamer, okay? In shampoo application, you're going to dampen the client's hair thoroughly. In barbering, we use more water and less product, because if you have completely wet that hair down, we're going to say if the hair is like mine, is porous, it's going to really absorb a lot of water. You have to really wet my hair down about a good 10 minutes just for the hair to be thoroughly saturated with water first. Then you come in with product, because a lot of times if you don't use enough water and you just, use a little bit and you think that that's good, and then you come in with that product and you thinking you're about to rub that product in, it's going to lather. It's not going to be a lather on that product. You just wasted your product. But more importantly, you just wasted your time. So just please be mindful to thoroughly saturate the hair with water, with plenty of water. Guard their eye area, guard their ear area by folding the ear down when you're coming in with the water, all right? Then you have a couple of other shampoo applications. Occasionally, you may be called upon to visit a client who is bedridden. So if that happens, if they're bedridden, maybe they're in the hospital for some time, for whatever the case may be. There are different types of shampoo you can use. You can use a liquid dry shampoo, which means that you can lather it into the hair and you can use a towel to remove it, and then you would just blow dry it or style it as usual or cut the hair as usual. You do not have to use actual water. for those particular clients, okay? You definitely want to know about scalp massage and the different manipulations. You have a rotary movement, a sliding movement, and then you have a back and forth movement. So you want to definitely use those manipulations when you are shampooing a client. You have a couple of scalp and hair treatments. So the purpose of scalp and hair treatments is to preserve the health and appearance of the hair and scalp. These treatments also help to prevent or combat disorders such as dandruff, which is pityriasis, dry hair or scalp, and oily hair or scalp. Oily hair would be sebaceous or sebum. Cleanliness and stimulations are essential requirements for healthy hair and scalp because the scalp and hair are so I'm sorry, you all, this word is so small. Okay, but many scalp disorders need correction to maintain the health of the hair. A healthy scalp will help to maintain healthy hair. Some common scalp and hair disorders you are likely to encounter in the barber shop. So you want to, like I said before, dry scalp, it could not just be that the hair is dry. It could just be product built up and left over to make the hair to appear to be dry. But if it's actual dry scalp, the hair may be caused by an inactivity of the oil glands. It could be poor blood circulation to the scalp or the excessive removal of natural oil. So excessive removal of natural oil, that could mean that whatever they're using at home to maintain the cleanliness of their hair and scalp is drying their hair out and is drying their scalp out, making it to become a dry scalp predicament. All right. Then another scalp or hair disorder you could have would be oily scalp, alopecia, and then there are a couple more on page 284. And then it talks a little bit about scalp steam. And then you have a couple of examples like on figure 1112 over here on page 285. And then the book goes into the different draping procedures. And then it has draping for haircut services, the shampoo and the shampoo massage manipulations. You have a couple of figures that would be procedure 11.3 on page 290. And then as you flip through the chapter, it's going to have a couple of shampoo variations. It's going to go back into scalp steam. And then you want to make sure that once you reach the end of the chapter that you do the review questions in the back. And also look over the terms, the terminology. And please don't forget to go back over your learning objectives. I believe there was 8 for this chapter. All right. This is Ms. Nuke, and this is chapter 11 in the gray or the platinum book. Have a good day.